Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada.
I would now invite Mr. Paul Loriot to lead us in the singing of the royal anthem, God Save the Queen. Mr. Loriot.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Send her victorious, happy and glorious, long
Please be seated. Your Majesty, it is an honor on behalf of all members of Alberta's Legislative Assembly to welcome you to this chamber. The men and women who sit in this Parliament and all who have served remain earnest in their desire to express their loyalty and devotion to the people of this great province, their beloved country, and to their Queen. Alberta is a land of peace. Freedom, tolerance, prosperity, and unbounded opportunities are words that reflect much of our history. We are fortunate in God's grace to have been blessed with a beautiful landscape, with abundant natural resources, and with a population drawn from all corners of the globe. Our citizens have created a province known for its vision, its energy, and its spirit. Our public policies, the laws of Alberta, have been the product of passion, fairness, reason, and debate. Our Assembly is, and has always been, in a partnership with the Crown. Safeguarding the rights of all of our citizens, Your Majesty's representatives, our Lieutenant Governors, have well reflected the values that have been the personal hallmarks of your reign. Devotion to duty, an abiding concern for all, courage, stability, a sense of continuity, and above all, grace and dignity. It is with humility and pride that we welcome Your Majesty. It's now my honor to invite the Premier of Alberta, the Honourable Ralph Klein, to address Your Majesty and all here present.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Your Majesty, members of the Royal Household, honourable members of the Judiciary, former Lieutenant Governor, former Premiers, Mr. Speaker, honourable ministers, leaders of the official opposition, members of the Legislative Assembly, and distinguished guests all. On behalf of the Government of Alberta, it is my very great privilege to welcome Her Majesty the Queen to the Legislative Assembly of Alberta. Albertans have long looked forward to this royal visit as a highlight of our province's centennial celebration. Her Majesty's presence during this special year is an honor graciously bestowed upon all people of this province, one that is deeply felt and appreciated by all Albertans. It is truly a centennial gift to be treasured. Albertans take great pride in this country's ties to the monarchy and its membership in the Commonwealth and all it stands for. This is as true for the young Albertans who are preparing to continue the work of building this province as it is for those who began that great work 100 years ago. Today, students from Granham School and Her Majesty had the opportunity of meeting them, and from St. Matthew Lutheran School, which are also celebrating their centennials this year, are here to greet the Queen and to hear her address to the Legislative Assembly. It will be the first time ever that a reigning monarch has addressed this legislature, and it gives me great joy that some of Alberta's young people who represent the very best of this province will have the opportunity to hear Her Majesty's inspiring message. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Your Majesty, it's my great honor to invite you to address our Assembly.
Mr. Speaker, Premier, ladies and gentlemen, Prince Philip and I are very pleased to be back in Alberta in this centennial year, as you celebrate not only your historic past, but also the dynamism of your community today, as well as the great opportunities that lie ahead. When looking back on the story of Alberta, we see it extend well before 1905. It is indeed the story of Canada. Your First Nations peoples inhabited the prairies over 10,000 years ago, living in harmony with nature, then as they do now. By the 1800s, these first citizens, along with the Métis, were joined by explorers, homesteaders, and railway workers from all over the world. They had a dream to build homes in a land where freedom reigned. They created a spirit of belonging to a bountiful country under the principles of peace, order, and good government, and the unifying influence of the Crown. It is a fitting homage to these ancestors that your motto is Fortis and Liber, strong and free.
I am very pleased to hear that the government of this province is marking this important year with a centennial program. It is investing in parks, in historic places, and in recreational facilities across the province of Alberta. These promising projects illustrate the importance for Albertans of an excellent quality of life and economic opportunities, and the need for success in such areas as agriculture, industry, and agriculture. It also testifies to your attitude towards your ancestors, whose hard work has made it possible to build the Alberta of today.
Among the early settlers who came here so many decades ago to build a new life, there were thousands of families with children who were themselves destined to become the nation builders of the future. Today, I'm speaking on air across the province, including schools and communities from Lethbridge to Fort Vermilion, from Wainwright to Grand Cache. Just half an hour ago at the Provincial Museum, now called the Royal Alberta Museum, I enjoyed the opportunity to meet some of the young people of Alberta who were touring that showcase of living heritage. I hope that all young people in the province will take the opportunity of the centennial to learn of the way in which their own communities have flourished over the last 100 years. Alors que les Albertains et tous les Canadiens
When Albertans and all Canadians
comme un récit coloré du passé,
see their history with joy, we believe that it is also the foundation for the present and the future. In the course of this visit, we will be paying homage to the dynamism of those who built this country, and thus it is important to remember that we can indeed make a difference for those who come after us. If we try in our own lives, in our own way, to improve the world around us, we will be right to be proud of our contribution.
During a previous visit, 32 years ago, I said that I want the Crown in Canada to represent everything that is best and most admired in the Canadian ideal. I will continue to do my best to make it so during my lifetime, and I hope you will all continue to give me your help in this task. I would like to repeat those words today, as together we continue to build a country that remains the envy of the world. May God bless you on this happy 100th birthday, and I send to you all my warmest good wishes for the years to come.
Your Majesty, through your actions and through your words, Your Majesty has conferred a signal recognition in Alberta's Legislative Assembly. Since 1905, its members have sought to serve their sovereign, this province, and the Dominion of Canada faithfully and well. We face our future ever mindful of our heritage and our history, and especially of our duty to future generations as yet unborn. We thank you for your belief in us as a people. God bless Alberta. God bless Canada. God save the Queen. Honourable members, ladies and gentlemen, if we could all rise now and join in the singing of our national anthem, will be led by Mr. Paul Lorio. And please feel free to participate in the language of your choice. Mr. Lorio.
Cargo brasse porte le